Hello and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about Supreme by Bustelo. I've done a Cafe Bustelo review on this channel. I actually did the espresso brick. If you remember that one, that's what this coffee basically is, but in whole bean form. And if you know me, you know that I'm someone who totally respects a company that produces a whole bean. Yes, if you only sell ground coffee, you can't really trust that company very well. So in this video, we're gonna be doing a hands-on with the bag, then we're gonna take a closer look at those beans. After that, we're gonna throw those bad boys over the burr grinder. Then we're gonna throw those grinds into the pour over maker and brew up a nice hot cup of coffee. After that, we're gonna do my favorite part of this whole shebang, the sip test. Yes, people, I absolutely love tasting new coffee, and I think this one's gonna be good, and it's on a budget. Then we're gonna find out, is this a daily, weekly, monthly, or never consumption coffee? It does happen, people. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So up at the top, you have some beans, which basically state that it is a whole bean. This looks like it's gonna be a cut at the top, which is cool. That means the freshness should be a little bit more than the glue style. All right, let's take a look down. You got a little bit of artwork back here. Kind of looks like a mosaic of some sort. That is that. All right, since 1931, that's what's up, people. You have a little logo right there. Supreme by Bustelo. So that's very, very interesting. Supreme by Bustelo. Now, we've reviewed Bustelo, Cafe Bustelo, but we've never reviewed Supreme by Bustelo. And if you follow this channel, you know that if a company does not make a whole bean, then I don't really trust them that much. Talking to you, Folgers. All right, 100% Arabica, espresso style. That is what's up, people. All right, this is the whole bean. This is a 16-ounce, 1-pound bag. So this bag right here was $4. I actually just bought 2 more bags that were under $4. So I am winning and very, very happy. And you're getting a pound of coffee for not very much. And I don't know what the full price on this actually is. I just know what Amazon had it at. All right, let's take a look at the side over here. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Ooh, that's coming up quick, people. Wow. Okay, that's why it's so cheap. All right, as I'm filming this, it is March, so this is coming up right around the corner, so I can see why they're having to get rid of this. All right, Supreme by Bustelo. All right, cool. Take a look over here. That looks like it's in Espanol. Take a look at the side, more Espanol, very cool. All right, let's crack this bad boy open. Wait, where's the one-way valve? Hold on. Haha, it's at the bottom. Very interesting. Yeah, so this has almost no poofiness in it. This is very, very nice. And basically the poofiness is the nitrogen being released from the beans. And the reason why there's a one-way valve in here, I found out, is they roast these things really fresh. Sorry, they roast the beans really fresh, and then they throw them in the bag quick. They seal it up at the top, and the one-way valve lets the nitrogen come out. If that wasn't there, this thing would literally explode. Yes. All right, little bit of knowledge for you guys. I'm about to scissor this. Before I look at the beans, guys, I'm 50% on whether these are going to be terrible or not. Like I have very, very high hopes because I will be consuming this for probably 3 weeks. Like I said, I have 3 bags. So high hopes, people, high hopes. All right, let's take a look at those beans. Turn on the flashlight for you guys. Get a nice Lucas handful. All right, don't fall back. There you go. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Now these are espresso roast, which means they are going to be very, very dark. All right, let's get the brightness up a little bit more. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is definitely better than I was expecting. Wow. You're definitely seeing some imperfections here and there. The oil is kind of low, which is a little bit alarming. Usually when you're dealing with an espresso roast, you're dealing with a lot of oil, and they could push back and say that the way that they roast is making less oil, and they're going to say that's better for you, blah, blah, blah. I could push back and say that these beans could be a little bit less quality. That's why there's less oil. But we don't know until we do the sip test. That's when we're going to find everything out, and so much more, people. All right, so yeah, these beans do not look bad. They're not on the small range. They're on the medium range. They're not as large as, say, a Don Pablo or a Starbucks, but they are, they're good. These look very, very good. They're not perfect, but for the price, these look good. Now, the smell is not the best, people. I'm telling you right now, the smell it makes you want a little bit more. It's a little bit on the pungent side and less on the yum side. So let's go ahead and put those beans back in there, and let's get our way over to the burr grinder. All right, listen up, people. We're going to get into this. Those beans do look really nice. Okay, I'm pouring this into my burr grinder. If you've never seen this before, I'm going to link it down below. It's actually really, really nice. Some people may hate on it, but I actually like it. It breaks the beans down uniformly. There's not a terrible amount of dust. Coffee dust is what I call it, and it just works. It is designed to grind up a lot of beans at once, so be forewarned when you're buying it, it's big. All right. So the grind test on this channel is very simple. If you have good quality beans, they tend to break down really nicely and uniformly. If you have less quality beans and they've been just not grown right, they tend to break in this weird way where they're jagged, and it just doesn't look uniform, and it really tells that the quality of the beans is very low. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. This is something I've created just for this grinder. I don't think you can replicate it, but there is actually a decent amount of what I call dust. So some coffee produces more, some produces less. Not sure exactly why, and I can't tell you if that's a quality thing or if that's just normal. So here we go. We're going to take a closer look at these grounds. Ooh, look at those grounds. That is a good blend. You can see some dark, some light, some medium. That is the espresso blend right there, people. And it's looking quite nice. Yes, uniform grind, good rich color. All of this is very indicative of what's to come. Hopefully, a yummy cup of coffee. Yeah, that is very nice. All right, so coming up, we're going to take a look at my coffee Gator pour over kettle. I'm going to link this also down below. I believe this is one of the best kettles on the market. Okay, so for a pour over, you want it about 185. That's going to give you the optimal taste and enjoyment. It's not going to burn the grounds, and you're going to get a really, really good cup of coffee. All right, let's load up the coffee Gator pour over maker. This is actually one of my favorite ways to make coffee. I will also link this down below. It is truly a machine, even though it has no moving parts. It is amazing. All right, let's load this bad boy up. Looking good, looking good. A little bit for extra. All right, so what you want to do is you want to soak all your grounds first. This is not necessarily considered the first pour, so you're not going to see any crema. Crema is what I've sort of created. It's something that is on top of an espresso shot when you have high pressure, but you also get a form of crema on top of your pour over. And that's like a sort of like a frothiness that appears, and that's actually a sign that you have very good coffee beans. So if you have less crema, it's either a espresso or an Italian roast. Here we go, people. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so this is gonna be an espresso crema. You're gonna see that it's darker. It's not gonna be as colorful as maybe a dark roast or a medium roast. That's a pretty good stream right there. All right, so let's give it the second hit. So there you go. You can see that it's blooming up a little bit. I would say the freshness is probably at the medium level for this. I'm not seeing a lot of plumage and I'm not seeing a lot of crema. So this is kind of in the medium. So that means it probably, the beans were probably roasted quite a while ago, which is okay. It's acceptable. It's not gonna kill you. The water is not dissipating too quickly, but it is dissipating at a quicker rate than a more premium, and there's some crema right there, than a more premium bean. So you're of course not buying Cafe Bustelo for a premium high-end bean. You're buying it for budget and taste. That is what is up, people. All right, so we're going to be going to 500 milliliters. There's the Grand Canyon cup, the champion of all cups. All right, so what we're looking for here is a really rich stream. That's going to tell us a lot. That's pretty good, people. That's not the best. It's not top notch. That's pretty good, though. That is a rich stream. And if you notice, there's almost no settlement in there. And that's because of the Coffee Gator Pour Over Maker's filter. They do an amazing job at filtering out all the sediment, and you end up with a cup of coffee you can drink all the way to the bottom perfectly. Look at that. Shimmering steam. Woo! All right, so you want to drink your coffee about 132. That is optimal for taste. If it's any hotter than that, you're actually going to lose. This guy might be drunk. What is going on here? Come on, buddy. Pretty simple. All right. So drink it about 132 for the best cup of coffee you've ever had. Hey guys, I want to take a quick minute and talk about the sponsor of this video, Smile Brilliant. And in particular, I want to talk about coffee stained teeth. Yes, people, you consume coffee, I consume coffee, and that stuff stains your teeth for sure. So check this out. The #1 product recommended by dentists is the custom fitted tray. However, to make said tray, it requires a dentist to hand craft it by using a model of your teeth. With Smile Brilliant's Lab Direct, you can do it all from the comfort of your own home at a fraction of the price. Order the creation kit today at smilebrilliant.com using the coupon code Lucas. Yes, people, Lucas. Okay, so once you get your kit, you're gonna make your impression. Yes, people, you're just gonna bite right down on it and send it back using the prepaid envelope. No time at all. The lab will handcraft your trays and send them back. In 3 to 5 applications, you can sip your coffee with confidence, knowing those teeth are gonna smile brilliant. And the maintenance is as easy as 1 to 2 applications every few months. Yes, people, this is what you need. All right, let's get into the sip test, people. I am super excited about this. I actually bought 2 more bags of this. So now I have 3 pounds of this coffee. So I am crossing my fingers and hoping that it tastes yum. And definitely come back to the channel for the bonus sip test coming up very shortly. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already, and let's get into the sip test, people. Wow. Okay. First off, it's very good. That is tasty stuff. Second, it tastes almost exactly like the espresso brick. If you've watched this channel, you know I did the Cafe Bustelo Espresso brick. It tastes very similar to that. This is a coffee that the smell of the beans, the smell of the ground coffee, and even the smell of the coffee is not that desirable. It has this sort of very interesting smell to it, but the taste, woo! The taste is phenomenal. It has a very, very unique taste. It may turn some people off, but for me personally, I really, really enjoy it. And this is an espresso blend. So as you notice from those beans, definitely not a single origin, definitely not a single crop. This is a blend to make it this way. And I have to say, I am actually very impressed. It is good quality for not very much money. Yeah, it has a very, very smoky taste. It has it's a bitter, and the inhale, the first sip is bitter, and it has that authentic Cafe Bustelo taste. If you've ever tasted a Cafe Bustelo, you know what I'm talking about. Very authentic, very original, very much unto itself. And but the aftertaste is sweet, it's smoky, it's good. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna sip it and go, that is a good cup of coffee, and I did not break the bank. Wow. And as you can also tell, this is a thin cup of coffee. This is a thin drink. It's on the verge of being watery, but not there. So it still has that quality yum. So if you're looking for not a bold, not a punchy, sort of like thick cup of coffee, this is definitely the one. It's thin, it's got that lightweight taste to it. Wow, yeah, it's definitely good. And it's always shocking because, like I said, the smell is just, it's a little bit off. You're just like, whoa, that is not the greatest. Not the greatest. Where's my dog at? My dog is about to start barking. Oh, what's she doing? What you doing, Pippa? What you doing, Pip? Oh, you want a sip too, Pip? You say, I want a sip? You don't drink coffee, Pip. I don't know if that's gonna make it in, but if it does, comment down below if you enjoyed stuff like that. Yeah, the caffeine level is, I would say, medium to high. I would say it's noticeable. It's not gonna give you any kind of crazy jitters or anything like that. But the taste is just such an enjoyable cup of coffee. Like you're gonna drink this and you're gonna go, that was enjoyable, and I did not pay that much. So yeah, coming up, we're for sure gonna have a bonus sip test on this channel. As you've probably guessed by now, I now do the fill up super automatic, so look forward to that video shortly. All right, let's give it a star rating. So if I'm gonna rate it in the cheaper coffee, the lower quality coffee, I'm gonna give it a solid 5 stars. I'm gonna say it sits at the top. If I'm gonna rate it out of all the coffee in the world, I'm gonna give it a solid 4 stars. And that's not bad. That is not a bad 4 stars. It just doesn't have that, you know, sort of, it's not ticking all the boxes. It's getting 4 out of 5. But it's very good, very enjoyable. It's a cup of coffee that you can keep at your house forever, and you're gonna offer it to people and they're gonna go, that's good. That's a good cup of coffee. And this one, it's got that smoky, sweet goodness that you're like, that's a good cup of coffee. Now, are you gonna wake up for it? Yes, yes you will, yes you will. Are you going to consume it on a daily basis? I can imagine you doing that for the price. This is definitely a daily driver, or it's a coffee you just leave in the cupboard and you pull it out when people come over and you make the whole bag and you give everyone a cup of coffee and you don't feel bad because it wasn't that expensive. So it's a good bag, it's a good cup of coffee. Buy it, 4 stars. All right, there you go. That's the Supreme by Bustelo.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely clickety-clack that like button. And if you want to join the At Home with Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos, and it's because of you guys, I'm on my way to 2K. Yes, people, past the 1K mark, got monetized, on my way to 2K, so excited, and I need your help. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pets. This guy's on YouTube and they should subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Okay, before I end, I definitely noticed the caffeine level is high. So caffeine is high. I haven't even finished that cup and I am buzzing. So yes, caffeine high.